And the news that we're going to open with, of course, Ben, is the exciting news for NBA Live fans, which is the NBA Live 18 demo will be coming out next week, August 11th, which I guess confirms that leaked date.
Yeah. So much for my theory that it was the date to have it ready to submit to Microsoft and Sony and that. So that's pretty cool.
We played it safe. We played it safe with those predictions because it could have been anything else, you know. And we've obviously got some other news as well to talk about this week with NBA Live 18. Fortunately, it wasn't August 11th before we started hearing news about the game. We actually got some more information about that. But focusing on the demo at first, so the demo is going to give us a look at the One, obviously. Not a lot of details as yet. I'm guessing they're going to come through probably as soon as we finish recording, Ben, actually. That's usually the way it goes. But we're going to get a look at the One, which comprises the league and the streets. I think it's going to be mostly looking at the streets. That's the impression that I get, the Pro-Am side of things. I'm guessing it hasn't been confirmed, but I would say that there's a good chance that the face scanning app will be released as well, so we can get our face into the game early, because I do know it was mentioned before that progress from the demo will go over to the full game, like it did with 16.
Yeah. I think they've stated, from memory, that the app would be out like about 2 or 3 days before the demo release or something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that way, you could sort of start preparing, get your face ready and all that stuff. I realized actually about a day or two ago that for the demo, because we'll be playing it essentially next week, that I need to clear up some hard drive space on my PlayStation 4.
Yeah, yes. I guess I'll have to as well. It's one of those things. I haven't bought an external drive for it, so I find myself having to clear up stuff. I'm terrible at having stuff on there that I'm not playing, but I have on there just in case I want to play it again.
Yeah.
And of course, because I am doing video features every so often, I think, I want to go back and get something from my 2K16 my career, because you know how you can go back and watch the video, for example.
Yep.
You know, I think I've still got 2K16 on there just in case I want to do that. But of course, it's 60 gigs on there just in case I want some footage. So it might be one of those times where I just need to go back, sit down one day, get all the footage I need for one time. I can always reinstall it later, of course, but then you've got to wait for the patches to download, etc. But as far as getting the footage, I might just have to bite the bullet and get a bunch of stuff and have that put on my PC and my desktop just to have that on hand. But gonna have to clear up that hard drive space, of course, and check that out, and we'll. Thinking we might even, because I just registered or signed up for an NLSC Twitch account the other day, Ben.
Nice.
So we haven't done anything with it, so I haven't really promoted it or anything. But maybe we might do a bit of streaming on that if we get onto the demo. Or no promises, but it'd be a nice way to test it out. I think the Twitch account. Sure. So we'll have a look at that. Hasn't been said, but I'm guessing there's also going to be a Cavs Warriors game as well. Like an NBA game, maybe, because that was in the 16 demo as well, the NBA stuff. So I think they're still going to preview that. I'd be surprised if they didn't. They haven't said. I still have to get confirmation on that, but I'm guessing if anything, there's going to be Cavs and Warriors being the finals matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see maybe like 4 teams at least, so that way you can sort of get, because aside from the fact that the Cavs Warriors were in the previous demo, and for both games, and that. Just sort of something a little different, like add 2 extra teams that play different styles, so that way you can get a real feel of the different play styles and how teams can feel different and play different and that. So I think that would be good, just to sort of take out a repetitive factor, an element, and to a degree.
Definitely. I mean, I'm all for having like at least 4 teams in the demo. Obviously, you can have the Cavs and Warriors because the finalists and everything, but if you can have another couple of top teams, maybe one from the East, one from the West. I think that would be a great idea as well. I think other games have done that before with live. I'm trying to remember what was in the Live 16 demo, or whether it was just Cavs and Warriors, or no, 16 might have been the Thunder and Cavs actually.
Yeah, I think that was
because of Westbrook as the cover player, of course.
Yeah, and you had to hit the game winner shot with Westbrook. From memory.
Yeah, well, that was the demo when you installed Live 16, the full version.
That's right.
So I might have to double check myself on that, but I'm pretty sure they have done demos that have got multiple teams in there before. But I just remember. I think,
was it maybe in Live 14 or even 15?
Could have been one of those two. It's really, I'm drawing a blank at the moment, and it's been a while since I played those demos, obviously. This is jumping ahead a little bit in the news, of course, but WNBA teams have been confirmed for Live 18, and I did see on Twitter that apparently a couple of WNBA teams are going to be in the game. So I guess they may be the other two teams in the game. There's a couple of WNBA teams.
That'll be interesting. Damn it! I said it. Damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it! No, I think that'd be good. I think that that'd be a good way to, again, that element of variety and something different, so it doesn't feel monotonous and the same and that sort of things with the team selection. So yeah, I'll be for that.
So we're going to say our guess is a couple of WNBA teams, at least a couple of NBA teams. A look at the streets, possibly for the one, of course, which is the new career mode this year. The streets comprises the 2K Pro Am circuit. It's going to have live events as well, which consist of real-time challenges. That's where you can earn crates.
You said 2K Pro Am.
Did I say 2K Pro Am? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. It's what I've been playing for the last couple of years, I guess. So you're going to have live Pro Am, the Pro Am Tour, I should say, in the streets, which is going to have the Drew League and all the other venues, of course, the Pro Am, and they released videos of the venues that have been confirmed for live Pro Am, not 2K Pro Am. 2K Pro Am is, I guess, probably going to be our own venues again this year. So you could create these, I guess, to some extent. But it's not the NLSC Community Centre, so that's all I'm saying. But we do have the Pro Am locations have been confirmed. Rucker Park, obviously, the Drew League in Compton, Venice Beach in LA, the Crossover in Seattle, the Dykeman Park in New York, Barry Farms in Washington, D.C., and the Cherry Shore Playground in Philadelphia. And there's videos that have been spotlighting those venues, and you can see the work that EA has been putting into that. Some screenshots have come through as well. Loot crates, I guess, or reward crates are going to be, reward crates more so than loot crates, I suppose, are going to be part of the live events in the streets as well. And that's the live events challenges, live run, the similar multiplayer co-op that we've seen before, which I guess is kind of like 2K Pro Am. Really, the live run is the closest to 2K Pro Am in concept. And the Pro Am Tour where you can upgrade your player as well. So we got a bit more information about the streets this week, which was nice. I guess a lot of people, though, Ben, do want to hear about the NBA side of things as well, because there was one thing that people said about Live 16, is that there's some really cool concepts with Live Pro Am and everything that they did, and of course some of the other features did have NBA content. Roster editing obviously is a big one, but the other thing is people said, where is the NBA content? the NBA and NBA Live. So I really hope that, while this stuff is really cool and a really good hook for NBA Live 18, I do want to make, I really do hope that the NBA content is up to scratch as well.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I'm pretty sure we'll start hearing more about that probably in the probably, I reckon, maybe just after the demo drops.
Yeah,
you'll start hearing more. I think the first this week we'll be knowing a bit more about how the one and all that stuff works, and then I think after that we'll start hearing a
bit of Dynasty franchise kind of thing, and Ultimate Team, the other traditional modes, and of course the one comprises both the streets and the league being the NBA side of things. So as far as I can see, the league, and if you wanted to stay completely in the league, you could do it, or vice versa. I think that's been a concern people have expressed, that it's going to force you into playing both. My understanding is that there are rewards and benefits for playing both, but it's not necessary, which is a good way to go, because as we've discussed before, it's kind of been it's really bugged us, in fact, having to play My Park to try and grind for that extra upgrades in 2K Pro Am and My Career. So for Live to be able to offer both experiences combined, or one or the other, if you want to just stick to one or the other, so much the better.
Yeah, I think it's that spice of life in the direction that you want to sort of take it. So I'm glad that they've added the ability to sort of choose which more path you want to sort of have that reputation and stuff in. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
And playing in the Drew League and other parts of the Live Pro Am Tour, will help you upgrade your player and earn benefits there. So it's not like it's just you could dabble in it, I suppose, if you wanted to, and actually get a bit of experience for your player, whatever, and level up. So it sounds like they've done it a really good way. it's still a lot to learn about it, and of course, I suppose we'll start learning about it maybe as of next week with the demo coming out. But the demo is hitting August 11th, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it and getting my hands in the game and seeing how it feels and seeing how the gameplay works out, and then hopefully getting that good all round experience when the game drops in September and not December.
Yes, the important thing to rehash out there, because there was that lot of confusion. So
and unfortunately not PC. You know, we do hope that it returns to PC in the future. We've said that many times in the past. Obviously, we go a long way back with the PC in our community, and still do great things for the PC version of 2K. But for the moment, it's important that Live reestablishes itself on the primary platforms, that being PS4 and Xbox One, and.
Yep.
And then wins the fan base back and really reestablishes itself, and then it can look to developing a PC port. And I know the developers have expressed interest and in that, but it all comes down to higher ups making that decision. But it comes down to the game being viable in the first place and successful.
Yeah, so I think the successful part in terms of as sales in that. So basically, the support behind it with the community purchasing it, I think that will help bring a stronger case for it to come back on PC. So if it has a good selling year, I think it'll help. It probably won't happen like straight away. It might be another, if it takes like 1 or 2 more years for it to sort of.
Yeah.
In terms of good console sales, and continually builds up, I think there's a good chance, and we continue the petitions and all that stuff, all the community feedback and all that stuff,
demonstrating that interest, absolutely.
Yeah, and not just sort of stating, "Oh, I want it on PC," statewide, give an in-depth reason, something to sort of like.
Post your specs, show that you actually have a gaming rig and not a Pentium 4 from 2002. Yeah. It's like, but make a PC version, but make it run with my 15-year-old machine. Like, if you want to be a PC gamer in 2017 and beyond, at least make sure that you're going with a 4th generation i5 or something, something that's still pretty viable to at least run the game on medium to medium high. Yeah. No, absolutely, and we'll keep pushing for that, and because we do support the PC, we have expanded to consoles over the years and tried to develop content that can be enjoyed across all platforms. But we'll always support the PC version in one way or the other, and reiterate to Live and to EA, I should say, and of course, to Visual Concepts, please keep making the PC version of 2K as well. We'd love to have both games on all platforms, but it does come down to. Supporting it. So if you do have a PS4, check out, or PS4 I should say, Xbox One as well. I always think PS4 because that's what we're on. Not trying to start a war. After all, the greatest console war was Genesis, Mega Drive versus Super Nintendo and Super Nintendo 1. Just putting that out there, being a Nintendo fanboy from the 90s. But if you do have the PS4 or Xbox One, check out that demo, and so that you can at least give the feedback to and show that interest in the game, and of course pick up the game when it comes out if you do feel so inclined. We're obviously going to be doing it.
Yep.
But support the EA in that way and show the interest and give them the feedback and show the interest in the game, and we'll keep saying, hey, and we'd also love this on PC as well. So we'll even go through Origin if we have to, for the PC distribution if we have to, because obviously we've been going through Steam for 2K for the last few years. There's no physical release for the PC version of 2K, so we definitely will accept a digital version over no version at all for PC.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
So that's
and I have to because my laptop doesn't have a disk drive. So
yeah, well, my desktop does have one, so I guess it's backwards compatible, I guess. But it's but yeah, I have mostly gone digital recently because now the internet in Australia actually kind of allows it. So that's nice.